Hey ladies, this is Coach Connor here at Booty Camp, and I have one of our very special members here. This is Vicky. How you doing, Vicky?
How's it going?
And we've just taken Vicky out right before class here because Vicky has a really good success story. She's been with us for about a year now, so we're just going to have a chat with Vicky just so she can let us know about her experience with Booty Camp and how she's got on. Is that okay with you, Vicky?
That's fine.
Alright, lovely. So the first thing I have here is, Vicky, can you just let us know, before you came up to Booty Camp, what type of fitness regime did you have, and what were you doing before you actually came up to Booty Camp?
Before I started boot camp, I was doing Zumba with my sister for the best part of about 10 months.
Okay.
And prior to that, I was doing some gym work as well, but again, it was just treadmills and bikes, but it wasn't really kind of proper.
Was it
fitness
cardio type stuff?
Work, but it wasn't any class related or.
Okay.
More just kind of get some motivation in.
Did you have a program, or did you just
not really, no.
just went there?
Went there as my own and did my exercise and then went home.
And a lot of people actually do that. They go to the gym because we all think, okay, you go to the gym and then you see the machines there and you see other people doing things in machines and you think, wow, I'll just follow along with that.
Yeah.
But if you don't have not only goals but a set program, it can be difficult to kind of get results if you kind of go that route. So you maybe didn't see the results that you wanted, Vicky, and then that's when you kind of...
That's what kind of pushed me on to the Zumba classes then. So I was doing Zumba for the best part of about 10 months.
Okay.
And you could see that you were burning off the energy, but I wasn't seeing the results on the scales or on my body as such.
Okay, lovely. And so as you did Zumba then, were you thinking to yourself, gosh, I have to do something different, or you kind of have an idea in your mind of the goals that you wanted?
Exactly, yeah.
Perfect.
And then I saw the Booty Camp being advertised and I said, I'll give it a try. If it didn't work out, it doesn't work out. But thankfully it went the opposite way.
Yeah.
Today, a year later, I'm still here doing boot camp.
Brilliant. So you said you've been here for a year. So you joined us last March. And we're now actually coming up to the end of March. So it'll be actually, we would have completed your first year actually at the end of February. That would have been a year. So we're moving into your second year now.
Yep.
So if you don't mind, Vicky, one of the things we like to talk about in Booty Camp is the results, obviously. So if you wouldn't mind, can you let us know a little bit about the results that you had in the beginning when you came up to us?
When I started off, I weighed myself and did all my measurements, etc. And then after about 16 weeks, I found that the scales had dropped by about 6 kilos, which is equivalent to nearly a stone.
Stone, excellent. So you were pretty happy.
I was very happy with that because I could see it in the scales, I could see it in my clothes, they fitted a lot better.
Yeah.
I'm more toned, and even now when I'm exercising, I'm not breathless, I'm not... out of energy or anything. I feel the muscles and I can feel the tone.
Brilliant. So you had both results there really, as you got the weight loss and you got the fitness, which is actually something that we try to focus on, because there's a lot of groups out there, Vicky, that'll just focus on weight loss, and they're grand and stuff, but there's a lot of groups that just focus on fitness as well. So it's great that you were able to get both with us in the same program. And just regards to results then, you were obviously coming to the classes, and I don't think you missed much classes. I was in Blanchardstown with you up until around September, I think, and then I actually had to go away for a few months. But while I was there, you kind of went to every class yourself.
I went to every class. I think I took a break around December just because it was Christmas time and it was hectic. And
fair enough.
But as soon as January came, I came back into it, and I've enjoyed the classes.
Brilliant. You've never gone to any of the Saturday ones though, have you? Or?
No, I haven't been able to get them, but I would like to go now the summer's coming back in, do a bit of running.
So basically you did the 2 classes a week.
Yeah.
Did you do any of the online course or?
Sometimes I couldn't make any of the classes. I did some of the exercises at home, which was very similar to the classes in here.
Yeah.
It's good to be able to do something outside if you couldn't make it here.
Yeah. But so you got the 2 classes a week. The nutrition side of things, we talked a little bit before the video. You said you actually followed along.
I did. I followed the nutrition for the first 4 weeks as per your guide. I might have broken it once or twice.
Right. We won't blame you for that. I won't say anything.
But even though I broke it a couple of times, I still saw the results in both the toning and in my weight going down, and I was very happy with that.
And were you able to kind of cater nutrition then for yourself? Because the plan, it is rigid in the beginning. Like, if we're being honest about it, it's very rigid.
It is, but once you stick to it.
Yeah, once you stick to it, and then did it kind of teach you things that you were able to apply to yourself, kind of lifelong things a little bit?
It did. It applied it a lot, because I know a lot of people think that, if I just eat a small amount of this and a small amount of that, it's actually not that. It's more just kind of being good with what you eat and the portion sizes. And I actually thought that my the food intake I was taking was actually a lot broader than what it was.
Okay.
So I actually experimented, I opened my ideas, went on, tried new things.
Yeah.
I think for the better.
That's brilliant, yeah. We're actually going to finish up now in a sec with Vicky, but what she's referring to there is the nutrition course that we do. It's not your traditional nutrition diet thing where you're constantly counting calories and just monitoring absolutely everything that you're eating. It's more of a food education plan where we bring you through a process of where you can actually learn what suits you best.
Yeah.
And Vicky, before we did the video, Vicky was actually telling me that she's been able to maintain her own nutrition plan for just up to a year now. So if you're counting calories and doing all that type of thing, it might work in the first few weeks.
Well, after that.
Exactly. It's so difficult to maintain that for a long period of time. So it's wonderful that you were actually able to figure out that for yourself.
Exactly. And even like up to today now, like I'm still in boot camp after a year now, like still follow the diet plan, just kind of keep a mental note of what I'm eating.
Yeah.
And I'm still seeing the results. I've managed to maintain my weight as it is at the moment for the last 7-8 months now.
Brilliant. And you're probably very happy where you are now, Vicky. Like you don't want to. I mean, you're probably just happy where you are. You don't want to go above or below. It's just you're healthy and you feel good in your clothes and things. And
exactly. I know a lot of girls think that I want to lose a couple of more, but like to me, it's not the scales. It's basically how you look and how you feel in your clothes. That's the main thing.
Brilliant.
You shouldn't be conscious of what's on the scales.
Yeah, I agree completely. So, would your goal then, Vicky, just to keep coming and to maintain what you have?
Maintain it. I don't want to slip back into the routine that
right.
We'll
do our best.
I have an office job, so it's good to be able to get out twice a week, do the exercises, and it's motivation in the class as well. It's fun. Make new friends with the girls that are in the class as well.
Brilliant.
That's even better too, because there's no men around kind of oogling. So it's good that it's just women, and we're all the same no matter what shape and size we are.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Just on that point, actually, just before we finish, Vicky, were you apprehensive at all coming up beforehand? Because a lot of ladies, when they come up, they think to themselves, "Gosh, I'm coming to a new fitness class." Or were you okay coming in? Like, did it seem okay?
Okay, because I did, like I said, I did Zumba beforehand.
Yeah, you were okay that way.
There was a lot of girls
Fair enough.
that there too. I had no problem. If there was men here, then there was. But it kind of,
you didn't mind.
If there's just women here, it kind of makes it easier for
you. It does, like in the beginning at least.
It does.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, well, just before we finish off then, Vicky, maybe for someone who was in the same position as you maybe a year ago, is there anything you might say to them to kind of encourage them to pop down and give it a try?
I'd say definitely give Booty Camp a try, even if it's just for 1 month. See how you feel. If you enjoy it, then by all means stay on. But you can't not come to these classes. I've seen the results. Any of the girls that are in the class with me, they've all seen the results. Everybody's been happy. We have the Facebook group as well. Everyone encourages each other.
Exactly.
There's recipes up there, there's pictures, and some people say they didn't have a great week, other people want to encourage them, tell them to stick to it, and that kind of helps as well. It shows other women are struggling or they're not doing so good.
And it's amazing. Motivation is really important with the group, but for some reason, when you see other people struggling and you're struggling, it's like, gosh, it's okay to struggle through things, and because we always have bad weeks, we always have those weeks. So it's brilliant that you've been here now for a year and you can help those ladies through, especially in their first few weeks where they're thinking, geez, I'm never going to get through this. But anyway, here, listen, we've talked to Vicky now for too long because I've dragged her out just before class. So I think we'll just leave it at that for today, Vicky, if you don't mind. And I really appreciate you popping in and having a quick chat with us. So if you want to pop down to Booty Camp and maybe train with Vicky or one of the coaches or anyone here, just please go to our website bootycamp.ie, and hopefully we'll see you soon. So take care, and thanks Vicky again. All the best.